Hey guys, when you hop on, say hello. And if this doesn't say streaming, it shouldn't be live anymore. I haven't quite mastered what exactly it says when we are watching this. I'm not sure. So I'm about to mix up some epoxy and then, oh good grief. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing to my thing right now. Hey Donna and Leanne. Hi Gianna. This is per Gianna's request. Hey Maria. Hi Victoria, Angie. I'm having technical difficulties. Y'all please bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Yep. Okay. That'll work. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hey Suzanne, Bonnie, Linda. How are you guys? Hi Jamie. Hi Gina, Shannon, Kelly, Tanu, Veronica. How's it going, y'all? All right, so I just need to mix up some epoxy really quickly. So we're gonna do, hi Kelly, we're gonna do Aphrodite. Jamie, you're so sweet. So you like train wrecks, is that what you're saying? Hi Sue. So we're gonna do Aphrodite on the black base. I totally left the other one in the house. Hi June. The white base that we did the other day on the last live. Jamie, that's pretty funny. So anyways, I'm curious what it looks like here. Somebody said the other day that it throws a little bit different colors, which I'm excited to see. I do know for sure that Heavenly from Franz throws green and gold with a black. You know, Veronica, we were just talking. Hi, Misty. We were just talking about those scary movies at work today. I am totally okay not ever watching those. I don't do slasher movies. Give me some Disney, some rom-com. I'm good. I don't do well with the others. So I'm going to mix in small batches because I've got several cups I want to work on. Hi, Sassy. So I've got several things I want to work on, and it's going to take me too long, and I've been wasting a lot of epoxy lately. So and it's burping. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Having a moment, y'all. Again. Halloween H2O, what is that? Like the most Halloween I get, like I'll watch Scary Movie just because it's partly stupid. But I don't know. My husband was watching them. What's the one with the guy at Camp Crystal Lake? Whatever that series is. Or franchise is. Whatever he was watching, I couldn't stomach it. I'm like, I'd rather be sleeping than watching this. Holy cow, both of my epoxy bottles just burped a big old mess. What is happening? Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I don't do that. I don't do Jason. I don't do Friday the 13th. That's not my jam. Hi, Joanne. All right, so I'm going to put my epoxy back over there to stay warm in front of the heat lamp. Let me just get this mixed up. Leanne, yeah, I would imagine that would make you as terrified of lakes as Jaws made people terrified of the ocean. Oh, Sassy, yeah, we're actually putting Aphrodite on this black base. I'm excited. I'm curious what it looks like. Maria, my daughter, loves, like, it, The Shining. She's 13. Hi, Nina. She loves that kind of stuff. Chucky. I just, I don't do that. All right, so let's get this mixed up. I'm not worried about air bubbles right now. Okay, I have never seen Candyman. I don't. I like John Candy, but not Candyman. Oh, Poltergeist. I've actually seen part of that one too. That's the one that, like, she's possessed and, like, vomits all over her body at prom or something. I've seen most of that one. Yeah, so I'm not worried about air bubbles on here because we're about to spread it on here. And really, those air bubbles aren't going to make a big difference. I did go ahead and grab my mask. I bought a new mask because my eyes start getting itchy when I torch. And so I kind of had a feeling maybe I was having a reaction. Because I always wear a mask whenever I'm doing the heat anyways. Oh yeah, Freddy Krueger. Hi, Rachel. I hated this too. I started wearing... I told my husband, I need eye protection, I think. I'm going to have to get some goggles. So we just hopped on and found a new mask, and it's pretty cool. Hi, Tammy. So let's put a thin layer. You can see where I actually touched this. You might not be able to. Yeah, you can. I touched this while it was still not quite dry, but that's okay because we're about to cover it up. So when I do a chunky or a larger cut like this, I like a little bit thicker. If it was a fine, like this one, you can see how fine that cut is. I'll show you the difference in just a second between the two. If I was doing a fine, you would want it so thin that it just barely holds on. Because if it's too thick, it soaks in and it makes that weird oily spot looking problem. So I'm going to show you all the size difference between these two to show you kind of why. Some of y'all already know this because you saw the other live or you're familiar with these particular glitters. But I'm going to show you. Heavenly and Aphrodite, two different companies. Oh, Tammy, you're over in East Texas. You're close to Fran's shop. I'm about 3 hours from there. Here is the difference between the two cuts. They look completely different when they're side by side like this. Are you going to focus? Focus. There we go. So you can kind of see the size difference. Hi, Melissa. So I like it a little thicker because of that cut. And I dumped about one and all but this much into this shaker. So I'm just going to work from this, finish it up. So we're going to go real... Hi, Lori. So we're going to go real thin, but not super thin. You don't want to squeegee it. And this turner is a lot slower than I'm used to, so I apologize if I complain a little bit, because I like it a lot. The motor is like real beefy. I'm just used to that other one. I'll post all the links to everything in here, on here in a minute. I'm working with the Liquidy split right now. It has about a 15-minute work time, which is why I'm doing small batches tonight. Tammy, you won't regret it. Fran and Brittany are super sweet. They have another girl there now. I've never met her. I've only met Fran and Brittany. I went up there right before they opened and kind of helped, like, clean up a little bit. Not a lot. I don't feel like I did very much, but I have family there, so it was kind of fun. Oh, Melissa, I lived in Austin for a while. It is gorgeous there. I love it. I didn't love the traffic, though. So I only mixed up 10 milliliters. We're probably only going to use like 5, which is quite a bit more than you would normally. Hey, Sassy, my husband was born in Ada. Every time I make fun of him for being a really bad Texan, he reminds me that he's not technically Texan. Ooh, Josephine, I bet it's pretty there, huh? All right. Just get this spread on. Hopefully you can see on here. My coworker's from Nebraska. Right outside of what is the name of that major? What's the name of that major city in Nebraska that everybody knows except for me right at this moment? I'm having Omaha. Yeah, she's from right outside of Omaha. She just moved to Texas a few years ago. Mustang. Where's Mustang? I've only been to Oklahoma to go to Windstar and to Choctaw. But my husband likes to ride his motorcycle and go to like Turner Falls. He took our daughter there once just to have a road trip. It was really cute. Yeah, she went to whatever the Omaha college is that's not like the main one that everybody knows about. She calls it by the initials, but I don't remember what they are. Well, now I'm going to have to look that up. I've never flown. Can y'all believe that? Hi, Shannon. I don't think I saw you hop on earlier. Maybe I did. I don't know where any airports are except for the Abilene airport because I lived there almost my whole life. And I know where the Dallas airport is. And I know where Love Field... Well, no, I don't know where Love Field is. I know where Meacham Airport is, which that's not even like a thing. Oh, Shannon, I like it in San Antonio. I've been there lots of times. Okay, so we have this completely covered. Hi, Andrew. We've got this completely covered. I have just under 5 left. You can't really see it, and I can't really tilt it over. But there's enough here that it's definitely readable. It's not 5, though. I'm just going to make sure that... Oh, San Angelo, man, that's a hole in the wall, isn't it? I've only been there a couple of times. I used to do inventory part-time with my mom, and we had to drive from Abilene to San Angelo in the dead of night. I hated it. All right, we're done. Let us commence. Just kidding, I'm being a nerd. So we've had such a rough week at work this week. Got somebody out for surgery, another one out for child surgery. So today was absolutely bonkers. So I ran into the doctor's office this afternoon. I said, send vodka. And then like 30 minutes later, the office manager said, hey, doctor's going to pay for margaritas for whoever wants to go. And I'm like, ooh, that subliminal messaging totally worked. Even though it wasn't subliminal. Oh, man. It's been a day. So I promise I'm just relaxed. I'm not like tipsy or anything. All right, so let's cover this and let's see what it looks like. Hi, Nishay. How are ya? 800 people. The little town I moved to, the sign says like, oops, I dumped it, like 4,000. That thing is so old, and there are so many new developments here that is a joke. Yeah, it's very gold. It's really pretty. It doesn't have the same green cast as Heavenly does. Heavenly Fine definitely has a very green and gold. Yeah, Gianna, go get it. Go get it. Hey, BZ. So, my margarita of choice lately, this is so redneck, but I don't care. I live in the country. I got chickens. Hi, Tammy. I can go extra redneck, I guess, because, you know, I kind of fit the bill. My go-to since this whole quarantine stuff, this is so stupid. It's either vodka or tequila and Hawaiian Punch. I mean, not Hawaiian Punch. High C. Oh my gosh. It's good though. It's like a fruit punch margarita or like a hurricane, and it's really cheap, especially since there's like 3 Sonics on my way home from work. Happy hour makes a good happy hour. All right, so I've emptied that bag. So now I'm going to whip out the shaker. The bottom's going to be kind of weird because this arm is a little trickier to remove. Okay, I got to take the lid off. I don't usually use the shakers. Whoa! I forgot it's totally full. Oh, man. So I have never tried a White Claw, Jamie. Hi, Kristen. And I don't think I've ever tried Peach Crown either. I'm not a peach person. I like the fake canned stuff, which is weird to not like any of the other parts of, or the other peach stuff, but I've realized how picky I am in my old age. Like, no melons, no no cucumbers, no, like, the only way I eat cucumbers is if they're pickled. And definitely no bananas. I never realized how picky I have become, or how picky I've kind of always been. Until my coworkers are like introducing new people, like, Jess doesn't like this, this, and this. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm so high maintenance, and I don't mean to be. It happens. Black velvet toasted caramel. That sounds amazing. White velvet's what my dad and my husband both prefer. So I may have to look into that. I have this peanut butter whiskey that my mom and mother-in-law bought my husband, but he doesn't like it. I need to get something to go with it. Veronica, yeah, it's very gold in person. It's very gold, but I can definitely see the teal, the blue, the pink, all of that also. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, coffee Jaeger. Man, I'm going to have to go shopping tomorrow. I don't have a drinking problem, but I may have to try a few of these ideas. So now I'm just going to sprinkle over because I do see some spots that need a little bit more attention. Bonnie, I have no idea. This is just because I wanted to see what it looked like, and Gianna asked if I was going to go live, and I was like, yeah, I got some work to do. Let's see what this looks like, and then if you feel like hanging around, just hang out. I'm going to put epoxy on at least 2 more cups. I want to go ahead and put a layer of epoxy on that book pages one. I've got it very sealed with Mod Podge, and also with, oh man, yeah, pineapple juice and Malibu. I'm over that. I'm here for that. I'm all over it. So I'm just going to, I've got that book pages one sealed. God, this is so pretty. I don't even think that the screen does it any justice. Let me see if I can zoom in just a bit. Maybe even turn on a different light. Okay, I'm about to like throw the shop light on it. I hope it shows y'all what it looks like. Let's see what that looks like. It's crazy, right? It looks super gold right now. Yep, that is really pretty. Let's do just a teensy bit more on the bottom. I'm going to show y'all that light just a little bit. One more time, just a little further away and at a different angle. Yeah, I think that does pretty good justice right there. My cheapy little TV looks terrible, but on my phone it looks nice. This is, Kristen, this is Aphrodite. Hey, Erica. So this is Aphrodite that we had on the white base on the last live. This is on a black base. It has a lot of green to it, but not Not as much as I would expect, since it's so similar to Heavenly. Heavenly has a lot of, actually, let me just show y'all. I'm going to throw a little bit of Heavenly in here. Just literally a splash. And now let me go grab my black glitter and stir that and show y'all the colors it throws. I need better glitter storage. I've got way too many buckets stacked up here. I know, likey. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so Skellington, it's a lot different on about black base Kristen. So I'm going to throw Skellington in here because it literally doesn't have sparkle under epoxy, so you'll get the full effect of the Heavenly. Hopefully this isn't, no, good. It's not overly cured. This is Heavenly mixed with Skellington. You can kind of see very gold. It's so pretty. I have a coworker that wears the earrings that I made with this, and I just stare at them every time she walks by. It's kind of creepy, but that's okay. But you can see how much green that has in it. So I'm not entirely surprised that this has green as well. Just knock that extra off of there. I'm going to pour this back in my shaker. It may not fit. I may have to put it back in the bag for now. And then we'll mix up another small batch and get started on that book pages tumbler. It's so close to fitting in this jar. So of those 2 bags, so Kristen, the one that's on this cup is from Feather Bear. I'll put the link to that one in there when the video uploads. So the one that's on here right now is actually this right here. If you want to see it on a white base, that's the last live that we did. And it's so pretty. It's like pink, purple, teal color shift. It's so great. I love it. But these 2 are Skellington, which has 0 sparkle under epoxy. You got to add something to it. And Heavenly Fine, which Heavenly Fine, oh goodness gracious, I thought I dropped something important. Heavenly Fine is so pretty. I add that. It's like my Frank's Red Hot. I put it in everything, honestly. All right, so let's plug in this guy and mix up some epoxy here. This one is a little temperamental. Yep, perfect, it's working. Okay, so let's mix up a little bit more here. I'm gonna grab a clean glove since that other one got kind of icky. So this is April's cup. I feel like it's taken me forever to get this one done. So I'm putting a base down because when I put these other quotes that she wanted on there, I want them to have a very smooth base. So that's why we're going to do a nice, decent layer here. I'm just going to mix up 20 on this one. That's probably a lot more than I need, but anything left over I can throw on the next cup if it's too excessive. So if you don't feel like hanging out and just chatting, that's all that we're going to do that's new. Everything else is just plain old working on stuff and chatting. Okay. There's that. It didn't burp on me this time, which is really nice. Got these tips when I got these bottles this time. I like them a lot. It makes it so easy to pour, and like it kind of slurps it back up if the air bubble's in the right spot. Okay, that's that. I'm going to mix this just a little slower. I don't want air bubbles in this one. The other one, the air bubbles got taken care of with the glitter on there. The sound of these motors is kind of soothing. It's like a white noise. When you're mixing your epoxy, be sure and scrape the sides too. That way you don't end up having any spots that aren't properly mixed. Since I really have to watch the air bubbles on the next couple of cups. Oh yeah, the tips on, hold on the Liquidy split. These right here. You can order them based on whatever size of kit you ordered. Like that was the 64-ounce kit, so it fits the 32-ounce bottles. I like them a lot. For my Envirotex, I had kind of put it into these little craft acrylic bottles for the same purpose. Just because I have the gallon kit of that. Kristen, I prefer the torch in this particular instance. The heat gun I have kind of started only using when I'm doing ink swirls. You can pop bubbles, maybe not micro bubbles. If you get it too hot without it being, I think, the right heat, it can make more bubbles in my experience. But I've kind of gotten to where I don't use the heat gun for that anymore. I did there for a really long time. I actually used a cheapy little embossing gun for like a year and a half or something. It was a long time, and it was sufficient for what I needed it for. But I really like that heat gun, and I really like this torch. I don't like my results with this particular can of butane. This is just from Walmart in the camping section. I actually like the pressure that was behind the one that I got off of Amazon. Trying to make sure I don't get glitter on this one, because it's gonna have gold flake but not glitter. And this one's slow like my other one is. So is anyone doing anything for Halloween tomorrow? My kids are a little old enough, or a little too old for the normal kind of trick-or-treating, and with this year being so weird, there's not going to be any trunk or treats or anything like that. Oh man, you have to work. That's a bummer. Been there. I'm fortunate working for the doctor I work at. We no longer work Saturdays. We used to work the first Saturday of the month, and even though it was only one day, it was like the most inconvenient day. Yes, Kristen, but I don't like the torch nozzle. I don't want to link that. I've had it for several months, and I don't like it. Aw, Erica, that's so cute. You'll have to be sure and post pictures in the group. I think I'll do a thread where everybody can post their kids' Halloween costumes, because that would be so cute. Gianna, I would bet that there would be some local churches or something, if I had to bet. The only church I've seen that advertised that they were having a trunk or treat, it was like 3 days ago in the middle of the day. Kind of weird. Sassy, are you being a buzzkill? You don't want to dress up? We dressed up last year as colors of the rainbow because there's too many of us. And it was pretty cute, but since Halloween didn't fall on a weekday this year, we didn't bother. We were going to do Disney princesses. I was already volunteering to be Belle. Hi, Celia. I was volunteering to be Belle because I look pretty good in yellow like my mom does. I think it's our Indian heritage. We've got that olive tone undertone, or olive undertone. And it was just not going to work out, not going to pan out. But that's okay. Maybe next year. M&M's. Speaking of M&M's, didn't we just have this conversation last live? Oh my gosh, I've got to stop eating so much chocolate. It's so good though. I love it so much. What sucks that there's a yogurt store next door that is an enabler. He never tells me no, even though I tell him every time I walk in there, I shouldn't be in here. Oh, crayons. Yeah, that'd be cute. That would be so cute. So Gianna, my sister and I were actually thing 1 and thing 2 for a 5K last Halloween. We looked so funny. I have a friend that does shirts, and so she made our shirts, and my sister went and got the socks and the wigs. And my sister, the wig she had on, she looked like a 90s country star. And the wig that I opened, I totally looked like a rocker. It was really funny. Andrew, make sure that it's not too cold. When I walk away from here, because it's 67 in my shed, but it's probably going to be down in the 40s tonight. I actually have my shop light over here kind of keeping my epoxy warmer. So I will actually align all of these and put that shop light where it kind of keeps this area warm. Anytime I have had issues with curing, then that's almost always been my reason, my culprit. Even though I covered this with spray paint, I feel like I have some spots that are repelling. Grr. This might actually take 2 coats of epoxy before it's ready for the quotes to go on. I gotta figure out how to do gold leaf. I got a spot right there that I didn't seal it enough, but I'm gonna hide it with a quote. And a stray glitter. Oh, good grief. What is... Oopsie. I just got epoxy on the buttons. Yes, Sassy. I did that the other day, but in my shed, it's not completely insulated as well as it needs to be. And so, because it was like 30 something outside, my cup got cold really fast because I had the heater blowing on my legs and I didn't have a heat source blowing in this workspace. So it was a little tricky. It definitely gave me a hard time. So she wants gold leaf on here. I just don't know how to incorporate it. I was thinking kind of maybe around the edge or around the bottom and the base. I don't really know. So right there you can see where it definitely didn't seal as well as it should have. But that'll be easy as long as I don't end up with a lot of spots that I have to deal with. There's another one right there. then I'm okay. If it's too bad though, I'm gonna have to strip it and start over, or camouflage it with a couple more pages than I had originally intended to do. So since I have plenty of epoxy left over, but not enough to do a whole nother cut, I'm just gonna kind of flood it here. And then I'll move it off to the side and let it level. Has anybody started watching the Queen's Gambit on Netflix yet? We watched the first episode last night. It was pretty cute. Cute's not the right word for it. It was interesting. It was different than most series that I feel are on right now. I was seeing people rave about it all over the place. Like my Facebook feed, I feel like I saw that listed so many times. And I got home last night after work and my husband was watching it. So I was like, sweet. All right. So that is on there. I really, really, really need to torch it. And so I'm going to get the epoxy off my gloves here. Put my mask on. 74. That's pretty, that's like my ideal temperature. 70s, 80s, something like that. So this is my new mask. I'm going to try not to get the stuff on here. I like it. It's pretty comfortable. I always blow on it because I think some of y'all were on a conversation the other day about spiders in your masks. Victoria, no, not really. We're about to torch this thing. Stephanie, you are correct. I don't like it. Texas is not supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be warm and toasty. Alright, so we're going to torch this really quickly. I'm going to keep back kind of far because I don't want to burn my paper or anything. I just want to pop those major air bubbles. Hey, Lisa. Just popping those big air bubbles because I'm not covering all of this. Stephanie, I'm north of Fort Worth. I'm not covering all of this with those other quotes, but a good amount of it. So I want to make sure that I hide enough, I pop enough bubbles that it's not going to be a problem with my finish. I got a pretty big area right there. Ooh, I was just in Glen Rose last year. My sister took me to the what's the drive-through? What's the drive-through zoo? The safari thing that you can go to. Yes, Fossil Rim. I almost said that, but I wasn't confident. Alright. My sister took me there for my birthday last year. Which is so funny because we have the same birthday. Okay, I'm going to raise this up. This particular turner is a little higher. This is the one I made. I'm making 2 of these wood grains. Oh my gosh, my nose itches so bad. Why does your nose always itch? Why does your nose always itch when you cannot scratch it? It's so annoying. Okay, so really quickly, let me mix up some epoxy for this one. But I'm doing 2 of these. They're going to be memorial. They're going to have little footprints on them. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm suffocating right now. Oh, my power cord is, it's that, man. I got all kinds of turners rocking and rolling right now. Does anyone have like a vent hood in their workspace? I bought one a while back, but I think it's going to be kind of inconvenient to install it out here. I feel like it'll get in the way of recording stuff because of the angle. So I'm kind of tempted to get one of those that's more like a bathroom exhaust. Oh, congratulations, Jamie. That's the Roll Tide one, right? My kids aren't old enough to start looking hardcore into that just yet. From what I understand, those Roll Tide people are just as intense and serious as those A&M and UT people. Alright, so I'm mixing up 20 for this go-around. Awesome, Veronica. That means I did it all right. Okay, I gotta take this off. I can't breathe. Holy smokes. I didn't torch for very long, so hopefully I won't have a reaction, but my nose is itching. I can't breathe. I'm congested because my allergies are flared up, like I mentioned the other day. I can't win. So this one is for one of my coworkers. We're doing one for her, 2 for members of her family with the dog's paw prints on it. And I got to figure out, she's got to figure out, I just have to kind of help guide her what to do for her and her mom. It's got to be light because I'm going to do water slides. Let's see. But she doesn't like pink, so Aphrodite and Heavenly are both out. Gianna, I saw you post that the other day about how it kind of clears out your whole space every 30 seconds. How does that affect your heating and cooling, though? You know, Stephanie, I actually ordered some Final Sand. When I ordered DIY Epoxy, they have the Final Sand stuff too. So I'm kind of curious how one of these would look like as a matte print or a matte tumbler. Might be pretty good. All right, that's all I got for that one. Let's get that on there. Thank you, Lisa. That's one of those cheapy, it's one of these cheapy brushes, and this one's seen better days, but yeah. All right, so we're going to put a coat on here, and then if I have enough left, I have one more cup I want to coat that I'm going to put. Somebody told me about that, Linda. I'm going to have to look into that. Jamie, this is on a white base, and the color is that. That's all. Just Bria Reese brown. Nothing fancy schmancy at all. Trying to get a jump start on Christmas orders. Luckily, the person that ordered these knows that I'm a procrastinator sometimes, and she got a head start on it, and I'm so thankful. Yes, Gianna. Holy smokes, yes. I tried to do spray seal after letting this dry for like 2 days. I tried to do spray seal, and it totally messed it up. But luckily, I was doing it with very, very cautious approach, And so I didn't mess it up very much. It was just the bottom got a little splotchy. Veronica, I used teakwood on an ink swirl last night, another coffee swirl order, and it totally turned green. I don't understand why some of these browns turn green. It was a Tim Holtz one that totally changed colors on me. I was glad I had enough Bria Reese. Latte, I've had ginger and caramel turn green on me as well. So annoying. I might have to get more brown tomorrow because I am completely out now. I have like maybe 3 drops left after that ink swirl. I had so much teak wood to cover up. It went on brown, but it sure turned green fast. So frustrating. So I'm just doing a thin enough layer on here for the water slide when I get ready to do that point. I don't feel like mine turned back to green from green, but maybe it did. I'm looking at it right now and I don't really see any green, so I probably just panicked then. Gianna, the way I seal mine is 2 really good layers of Mod Podge and then 2 good layers of clear coat. I have messed up too many, and I know that the way I do it is overkill, but it's burned me every time that I haven't done that. Aw, Sassy, you didn't miss anything. Just running my mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna have enough of this to do. I have this other cup that I've got to work on for an order, kind of in bits and pieces and steps, that we're gonna do pearl mica. It's just a white base with some anime characters on it. Oh no, Erica, I don't seal my ink swirls, I just seal my wood grains. Oh, Jamie, mica powders are so easy. I totally used 3 mica powders on my eyelids today. I was trying to do a little bit of Halloween-y makeup, and I got a thing for rainbows the last couple of years. Like, all my masks are rainbow themed of some capacity or another. And so I totally did rainbow eyeshadow. And since I didn't have any yellow eyeshadow, I did yellow mica powder. I had just got it in from Fran's just a couple weeks ago. So I just came out here, grabbed the closest to red that I had, yellow and orange. It was great. And my daughter, who's not a girly girl, totally walked in and was like, can you do my eyeshadow? And it kind of shocked me. So we rocked the matching rainbow eyeshadow today for Halloween-ish. Alright, so I have a lot left over, so I'm going to have plenty to do for my other cup real quick. So we're going to move this guy out of the way. Erica, every alcohol, ink, wood grain, whatever, I've messed up if I did not seal it. Oh. Sorry, y'all. That was loud. I'm sorry. Okay. There's that one. I think I've been successful once, and I think it was on a matte base, and I don't even remember what ink it was, but it was the only time I've ever been brave enough and be successful. All the other times that I've been brave, that has totally messed up on me. Really frustrating. Yeah, Sassy, mica is like eyeshadow, more or less. It's practically the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to do this here. I'm going to do a fair amount because I want it pretty solid, as I'm wanting to cover up that seam right there if at all possible. It looks like I'm putting a lot more in there than I really am. And this is just from Fran's. I think she switched most of her micas to the jar style, but I like that one. I know it's a little poop specimen jar. Linda, yes and no, sort of. I've done some Milky Way tumblers. We did the Gypsy Leopard. Hey, did y'all hear that? I said it right this time. I swear every time I say Gypperlepsy. So I've had to be like extra conscientious. I can't even say that word either. Of how I say it, because it is really funny and I crack myself up and I can't pay attention anymore. Fran. fransglitterandmore.com. I'll put that link in the post as well. Almost all my videos have a link to her site with a $5 coupon, because almost every glitter of the 230 or 40 glitters right here on my side, all but about 20 are from her shop. I just like the way she does business. She goes above and beyond to take care of people, and I just love that, because it's hard to do as a small business. It's hard to bend over backwards for people. But she sure does. I love that she's outgrown her space like 3 times in the past year. Veronica, you do not want to see that. It is such a mess right now because we've just barely got the cabinets in, like, I don't know, 4 months ago. But I'm still needing some more cabinets to organize. So after that's done, then I'll be happy to do a tour. But right now, nobody wants to see that. It would give so many people anxiety to see the mess I have. Erica, her store is in Marshall, Texas. It's east of Dallas and west of Shreveport. Yeah, this pearl mica is so pretty. I did a cup just the other day. I delivered it yesterday. I didn't record any of it because it was just kind of basic. I also try not to record anything that's licensed. But it was so cool. I used blue mica on a black base. It was so pretty. It's for a guy, so it was so handsome. This is almost getting to the end of my work time here. Got 15 minutes of work time or so. Yeah, Kristen, I do love that. Her color, her shipping is fast. Brittany busts her butt. She gets up there at the weirdest times of day. And she starts banging them out. And it helps that they both live pretty close, so they're able to run in and out pretty easily. But I started buying right after she switched to jars. Oh, Rosemary, I'm sorry. Hey, Calissa. Can't win them all. It's unfortunate. I know at my job we have amazing customer service. Patients tell us all the time that every once in a while there's just something that doesn't go right. So I'm just smoothing this out because I can kind of see my my little marks on there, which is no big deal because of the type of cup it's going to be. It won't really detract from it. Gotta get that glitter off of there though. I'm just trying to kind of smooth it. I don't get my cups from there. I get them at Stainless Steel Depot. She does have cups, but I get all of mine pretty much from, I'm recording. You can come in here though. I get all my cups from Stainless Steel Depot pretty much. Oh yeah, Veronica, I only have a couple of the rainbow colors, but they're all so pretty. Okay, y'all, that is literally everything I have that I can work on right now. Hopefully y'all enjoyed hanging out.
Hi.
Oh, the 13-year-old just said hi. Sassy, I have not tried from there, but I need to because I've heard nothing but good things. I've got one spot where my... Sassy and Linda both said hi. She's my mini-me, y'all. I'll show y'all the eyeshadow that we did this morning in our group later. I got one spot right there that my spray paint jacked up or something. Gianna says hi.
Hi.
You're welcome, Gianna. It's all your fault. Yeah, very good. I feel so productive now. I had to get all of this done this weekend anyways. So I'm pretty excited that I already have that big of a jump start on the weekend. So let me move this off to the side. I'm going to show y'all what that Aphrodite one looks like. Lisa said, hi, Mini Mom. She truly is my mini-me. She always has been.
It's cool.
It's pretty, right? I'm about to show them what this... Oh.
But the top's cool too.
Thanks.
But can I?
Can you what?
Borrow your AirPods for a minute.
Borrow my AirPods? They're probably dead. You're probably going to have to charge them.
If they're not, can I?
I guess.
I'm going to try certain.
I guess. So this is what Aphrodite looks like now that it's kind of had time to settle in. Just going to kind of pat that down, make it a little easier to work on when I do that top layer of epoxy. Okay, she's out of here. That girl is amazing and she's so crafty, but that mouth though, I am so much paying for my raising. I know that is one of those cliches, but holy smokes, her attitude is mine through and through. Even the faces she gives her big brother are the same faces I make at him when he's being a little extra. Yeah, Lisa, isn't that crazy? I wish I had the white one out here. If I did, I could totally show you side by side, but I didn't bring it. Linda, luckily I'm not getting it back tenfold. I'm getting it back like 2.5, maybe. Oh man, she's something else. She's like extra crafty also. She makes, she's just kind of gotten into perler beads again. It's been a long time since they've done that. And they make miniature perler beads. And she's totally like making keychains and lanyard decorations. She made herself a set of earrings from that game Among Us. Just looking at a picture and putting it on the board. I love it. Okay. That's that. I want to show y'all what the... Oh my gosh, Sassy. 9 kids. Yeah, your mom is a superhero. It's amazing my mom didn't kill the 2 that she had, because I had a mouth and my sister was notorious for sneaking out. Oh, ruined that one. They had to like put a weird different lock or something on the door. So I'm going to torch the wood grain really quickly and then that's it. Sassy, yeah, I am still scared of my mom too. For sure. She's small, but she is mighty. She's way meaner than I am. By a lot. Alright, so I'm going to torch this. And then I want to show y'all. No, it really doesn't look any different right now. I'm definitely going to take y'all's advice on putting the gold foil over the wet looking spots. To kind of salvage that. Because it's not a lot, but they're definitely there. Let me find my mask again. Suffocate for a little while. Hi, Carol. Veronica. Yeah, she's pretty great there. Yeah, Sassy, I'm 5'7", and my mom is like 5 inches shorter than me. Years ago, she was being extra gritchy, like real grouchy and real, you know what? I was like, come on, you're ruining the vibe that's going here. So I scooped her up like a toddler and I threw her on her own bed and told her to take a nap. She didn't think it was very funny, but she definitely stopped being so honored at that moment. So whatever works, right? Alright, so I'm just going to rearrange these, put my shop light where it'll keep the temperature going, but not like so hot that these drip off or whatever, because I've done that. But with the KS resin quickset, Calissa, I'm really glad you got that because you will not regret it. I love it. I don't have to worry about this like taking forever to cure like I have on other epoxies. I've had some where the timer ran out or something like that, and it was still really, really liquidy because of the heat that was on it. And it literally poured off. It was a hot mess. That's it. Sassy, I have not tried that. I just ordered the DIY epoxy quick set. That they just did a pre-order, and I just got notification that it's on its way. Yesterday, day before, something like that. So I'm slowly making my... Yeah, Missy, it's actually okay on this one. It's got a little bit of bumps on it. I know what you're talking about with that fisheye, because I just needed a layer to be able to do my water slide in a few days. But thank you, because usually that really, really matters. But luckily on this one, it does not. Oh my gosh, 5 minutes of work time? I don't know if I could handle that. That's not very long at all. Alright, y'all. So that is everything. Sorry, I had to unplug it before it got caught up on everything. So that's everything I have. I'm just arranging these so that my shop light will keep them warm, that they're not touching each other and all that good stuff. This one doesn't even need to turn. I just want the temperature to be the right temperature to cure properly. But I'm going to let it turn while it's doing that, because that way it cures right all the way around. So you guys have a good one. Stay safe. Stay healthy, for sure. And y'all have a good one. I'll probably be live in a few others in a few days doing something else. Who knows? Oh. I ordered liquid crystal. Just FYI, that's coming up soon too. I got to figure out how to do my airbrush gun, and that's going to be coming up at some point real soon. So you guys have a good one. Stay safe, and have a great Halloween. Show me those pictures of those kiddos when you get a chance.